Stop everything you are doing right now and listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal could change the way you see reality forever. Throughout history, a select few have understood something that remains hidden to most. They shape their lives as if they possess a secret code, a hidden knowledge capable of influencing everything around them. This code is not new. It was written thousands of years ago in mysterious text known as the Emerald Tablet, attributed to a legendary figure called Hermes Trismegistus. Within its cryptic verses lies one of the most profound statements ever recorded. As above, so below. But what does this really mean? This ancient principle suggests that the universe operates in mirrored patterns, that the macrocosm, the grand scheme of existence, reflects the microcosm of daily life, emotions, and the subconscious. In other words, what happens inside you determines what happens outside you. The idea that everything is connected is not just a mystical belief. It has influenced entire schools of thought, such as alchemy, Kabbalah, and various Eastern traditions. Hinduism speaks of Brahman and Atman, the idea that the external universe and individual consciousness are manifestations of the same greater reality. Taoism expresses this through the concept of yin and yang, where seemingly opposing forces are actually interdependent. Now, consider this. What if your external reality was nothing more than a direct reflection of your internal state? Could it be that everything, your opportunities, your relationships, your health, your success, is simply mirroring what you carry in your mind and heart? Modern science is beginning to suggest that this principle is more than just an ancient metaphor. Studies on fractals have shown that the same geometric patterns repeat at different scales, from the smallest human cells to the grandest galaxies. Astonishingly, the structure of a human neuron closely resembles the cosmic web of the universe. If this principle is true, it means you have far more power over your life than you ever imagined. Chapter 1. The Science of Conscious Creation. The universe is not only stranger than we imagine, it is stranger than we can imagine. J.B.S. Haldane. For centuries, the idea that our inner world shapes our outer reality was dismissed as esoteric mysticism, relegated to the realm of philosophers, poets, and spiritual seekers. But in recent decades, science has begun to uncover shocking evidence that supports this ancient wisdom, bridging the gap between the mystical and the empirical. What was once considered the domain of mystics is now being validated by cutting-edge research, revealing that the mind is not merely a passive observer of reality, but an active participant in its creation. The quantum revolution, the observer effect. One of the most groundbreaking discoveries in modern science comes from the field of quantum mechanics, a realm where the rules of classical physics break down, and the bizarre becomes a norm. At the heart of this revolution is the observer effect, a phenomenon that has left even the most seasoned physicists in awe. In experiments with subatomic particles, scientists discovered that these particles behave differently depending on whether they are being observed. When no one is looking, particles exist in a state of probability, a cloud of potential outcomes. But the moment an observer focuses their attention, the particle chooses a specific state. In other words, the act of observation collapses the wave function, transforming possibility into reality. As the renowned physicist John Wheeler once said, "We are participators in bringing into being not only the near and here, but the far away and long ago." This means that consciousness, your awareness, your attention, is not separate from the fabric of reality, but deeply intertwined with it. Consider what this means for your life. If merely observing a particle can change its behavior, could the way you observe your own reality change your experience of it? Could your thoughts, emotions, and intentions be the lens through which the universe crystallizes into form? The implications are staggering. Morphic fields, the invisible web of connection. While quantum mechanics explores the microscopic, British biologist Rupert Sheldrake has proposed a theory that bridges the gap between the individual and the collective. His concept of morphic fields suggests that there are invisible patterns of collective memory that influence the behavior of all living beings. These fields, according to Sheldrake, are shaped by the habits and behaviors of species over time, creating a kind of cosmic memory that guides future actions. For example, when a rat in London learns a new maze, rats in New York seem to learn the same maze more quickly, as if the knowledge is somehow shared across the morphic field. Sheldrake's theory challenges a conventional view of biology, suggesting that the universe is not a collection of isolated entities, but a vast, interconnected web of influence. The whole universe is a web of relationships, and the morphic fields are the invisible threads that connect us all, Sheldrake explains. If this is true, then the energy and intentions you emit do not just affect you. They ripple outward, influencing the world around you. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions are not confined to your personal sphere. They are part of a larger tapestry, woven into the fabric of existence. The power of words and emotions, Dr. Masaru Emoto's water experiments. Perhaps one of the most visually striking demonstrations of the power of consciousness comes from the work of Dr. Masaru Emoto. In his famous water experiments, Emoto exposed water molecules to different words, emotions, and intentions, some positive, like love and gratitude, and others negative, like hate and fear. After freezing the water, he analyzed the crystals that formed under a microscope. The results were nothing short of astonishing. Water exposed to positive energy formed symmetrical, intricate, and beautiful patterns, resembling snowflakes of unparalleled elegance. In contrast, water exposed to negative energy produced chaotic, disordered, and fragmented structures. The implications of this experiment are profound, especially when you consider that the human body is composed of over 70% water. Water is the mirror that can show us what we cannot see. Emoto once said, if water can respond to the energy of words and emotions, what does that mean for us? What do your thoughts and emotions do to your body, to your health, to the energy field that surrounds you? Every thought you think, every word you speak, and every emotion you feel is like a pebble dropped into the pond of your being, creating ripples that extend far beyond what you can see. If water can be transformed by consciousness, imagine what your consciousness can do to your life, your relationships, and your world. The science of intention, shaping reality with thought. The idea that intention can shape reality is not just the stuff of ancient wisdom or modern experiments. It is increasingly supported by scientific research. Studies in the field of psychoneuroimmunology have shown that the mind and body are deeply interconnected, and that positive thoughts and emotions can boost the immune system, reduce stress, and even promote healing. In one famous experiment, researchers found that patients who were prayed for, even without their knowledge, experienced faster recovery times than those who were not. This phenomenon, known as a placebo effect, demonstrates the power of belief and intention to influence physical outcomes. As the philosopher William James once said, the greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes of mind. If your thoughts and intentions can influence your health, what else can they influence? Your relationships? Your career? Your destiny? The alchemy of conscious creation. The science of conscious creation is not just about understanding how the universe works. It's about learning how to work with the universe. It's about recognizing that you are not a passive bystander in the grand scheme of things, but an active co-creator of your reality. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create, said the Buddha. This ancient wisdom is now being echoed by modern science, revealing that the power to shape your reality lies within you. So, how do you harness this power? It begins with awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts, your words, and your emotions. Are they aligned with the reality you wish to create? Are they filled with love, gratitude, and positivity? Or are they clouded by fear, doubt, and negativity? Remember, the universe is a mirror reflecting back to you the energy you emit. As above, so below. As within, so without. The science of conscious creation is not just a theory. It's a call to action. It's an invitation to step into your power, to become the alchemist of your own life, and to transform the lead of your limitations into the gold of your potential. Conclusion: the infinite possibilities. The science of conscious creation is a testament to the profound interconnectedness of all things. It reveals that the boundaries between mind and matter, between the individual and collective, are far more fluid than we once believed. As Carl Sagan famously said, we are a way for the cosmos to know itself. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe, expressing itself in human form. And just as the cosmos is constantly evolving, so too are you. The question is not whether you have the power to shape your reality, but how you will use it. Will you create with intention, with love, and with purpose? Or will you remain unconscious, allowing the currents of life to carry you where they will? The choice is yours. And the science is clear. The power to create is already within you. The future is not some place we're going, but one we are creating. The paths are not to be found, but made. John Shar. Chapter 2. Rewriting Reality from Within. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Albert Einstein. If consciousness shapes matter, as quantum physics, neuroscience, and ancient wisdom suggest, then your beliefs, emotions, and intentions are constantly molding your reality. The question is not whether you are shaping your reality, but how. Are you doing it consciously, with purpose and clarity, or unconsciously, allowing old patterns and limiting beliefs to dictate your life? Many people remain trapped in repetitive cycles of hardship, not because life is inherently unfair, but because they reinforce limiting beliefs. They believe life is difficult, and so it becomes difficult. They think they are unlucky, and they continue attracting misfortune. They tell themselves they are unworthy, and their reality reflects that belief back to them. But what if you could use this knowledge to break free? What if you could rewrite your reality from within, transforming your inner world to create an outer world that aligns with your deepest desires? The good news is you can, and it starts with reprogramming your subconscious mind. 1. The Hermetic mirror method, becoming an embodiment of your desires. As within, so without. As above, so below. Hermes Trismegistus. The Hermetic mirror method is a powerful tool for reprogramming your subconscious mind. It is based on a law of assumption, as taught by Neville Goddard, which states that you do not attract what you want, but rather what you believe to be true about yourself. Here's how it works. 1. Stand in front of a mirror. Look deeply into your own eyes. This is not just a reflection of your physical self. It is a window into your soul. 2. Visualize the most successful version of yourself, the person who is already living the reality you desire. See them clearly, their confidence, their joy, their abundance. 3. Say out loud. 4. My external reality always reflects my internal consciousness. I am the embodiment of what I desire to be. Feel the truth of these words. Let them sink into your subconscious. This is not an affirmation. It is a declaration. You are not trying to convince yourself of something you don't believe. You are aligning yourself with the truth of who you already are. As Neville Goddard once said, assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe the route that your attention follows. By embodying the version of yourself who has already achieved your desires, you signal to the universe that this is your reality, and the universe, in its infinite wisdom, will reflect that reality back to you. 2. Vibrational alignment journaling. Writing your new story. The pen is the tongue of the mind. Miguel de Cervantes. Many people use journaling as a way to vent their frustrations, but this only reinforces their state of lack. Instead, use journaling as a tool to rewrite your story. Write about your ideal life as if it's already happening. For example, 1. Every day, my life becomes more prosperous. Incredible opportunities arise for me in unexpected ways. 2. I am surrounded by love and support. My relationships are harmonious and fulfilling. 3. I am healthy, vibrant, and full of energy. My body is a temple of vitality and strength. Read these statements out loud. Visualize them. And most importantly, feel them. Neuroscience shows that writing reinforces patterns in brain, helping to solidify your beliefs and actions. When you write about your ideal life, you're not just describing a future possibility. You're creating a new neural pathway, a new blueprint for your reality. As Tony Robbins famously said, where focus goes, energy flows. By focusing on what you want, rather than what you don't want, you align your vibration with the reality you desire. And when your vibration aligns, the universe has no choice but to respond. 3. Manifestation body reprogramming, acting as if fake it till you make it, is not just a cliche. It's a scientific principle. Your body language is a powerful communicator, not just to others but to your subconscious mind. If you want to feel more confident, adjust your posture. Straighten your back, breathe deeply, and speak with conviction. Act as if you already are the person you want to become. Why does this work? Because your brain does not distinguish between real and imagined experiences. When you act as if, Your brain reinforces the neural pathways associated with that behavior, making it easier to embody that state in the future. As Amy Cuddy, a Harvard researcher, explains in her famous TED Talk on power poses, our bodies change our minds, and our minds can change our behavior, and our behavior can change our outcomes. By adopting the body language of confidence, abundance, and success, you signal to your subconscious that this is who you are, and your subconscious, in turn, will work to make it true. The power of focus. Stop reinforcing your limitations. Every complaint, every doubt, every negative thought is a signal to the universe. It tells the universe to give you more of the same. If you focus on lack, you attract more lack. If you focus on fear, you attract more fear. But if you focus on abundance, love, and possibility, you attract more of that instead. This is not about denying your challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about shifting your focus from what's wrong to what's possible. As Wayne Dyer once said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So, stop reinforcing your current limitations with complaints and doubts. Instead, focus on what you want. Visualize it. Feel it. Write about it. Act as if it's already yours. Conclusion. You are the alchemist of your reality. You are not a drop in the ocean. You're the entire ocean in a drop. Rumi, the power to rewrite your reality lies within you. It is not something you need to seek outside yourself. It is already yours. By reprogramming your subconscious mind, aligning your vibration, and acting as if you can transform your inner world and, in turn, your outer world. Remember, the universe is a mirror. It reflects back to you the energy you emit. If you want to change your reality, start by changing yourself. As the ancient Hermetic axiom reminds us, as above, so below, as within, so without, you are the alchemist of your reality. The question is, what will you create? The only limits you have are the limits you believe. William Johnson. Chapter 3. Small shifts, big transformations. Small acts, when multiplied by millions of people, can transform the world. Howard Zinn. Most people believe that life changes only through grand, radical shifts, a sudden windfall, a dramatic career change, or a life-altering epiphany. But the truth is, the greatest transformations begin with the smallest decisions. If your mind influences your reality, as science and ancient wisdom both affirm, then every thought, every habit, and every emotion contributes to shaping your experience. The power to transform your life lies not in sweeping gestures, but in the subtle, consistent shifts you make each day. It's in the way you speak, the way you move, and the way you think. These small changes, when practiced consistently, create a ripple effect that can transform your entire reality. The power of language, rewriting your story. Watch your thoughts. They become your words. Watch your words. They become your actions. Watch your actions. They become your destiny. Lao Tzu. Your words are not just a reflection of your thoughts. They are a creative force. Every sentence you speak is a declaration to the universe, shaping your reality in ways you may not even realize. Do you constantly say things like, nothing ever works out for me, or I'm always unlucky? If so, you're reinforcing a narrative of lack and limitation. But what if you could rewrite that narrative? What if you could use your words to create a reality of abundance, joy, and possibility? Here's a simple exercise to get started. 1. Observe your language. For 24 hours, carry a notebook or use your phone to write down every negative or limiting statement you make. 1. I'll never be able to afford that. 2. I'm not good enough. 3. This always happens to me. 2. Rewrite your statements. Take each negative statement and rewrite it in a positive, empowering way. 1. I am attracting abundance and financial freedom. 2. I am worthy of success and happiness. 3. I am open to new opportunities and positive outcomes. 3. Repeat your affirmations. Each day, repeat these new affirmations out loud. Feel the truth of them as you speak. Over time, they will become natural, replacing the old, limiting beliefs with a new, empowering narrative. As Louise Hay, the pioneer of affirmations, once said, every thought we think is creating our future. By consciously choosing your words, you take control of your story and, in turn, your reality. The language of the body. Movement as transformation. The body is your instrument in life. The one thing you absolutely must have to live. Treat it with care. Jim Rohn. Your physical movements are just as important as your words. The way you carry yourself sends powerful signals to your subconscious mind and to the world around you. If you walk like someone burdened by problems, you will feel and attract more problems. If you speak with hesitation, you will undermine your own authority. But if you carry yourself with confidence and purpose, you signal to the universe that you are ready to receive abundance, respect, and success. Here's how to align your body with your desires. 1. Posture prosperity. Stand tall, shoulders back, chest open. Walk as if you are already living the life of your dreams. 2. Voice of confidence. Speak clearly and with conviction. Eliminate filler words like, and I guess. Own your words. 3. Gestures of power. Use open, expansive gestures when you speak. Avoid crossing your arms or shrinking into yourself. As Tony Robbins says, motion creates emotion. By changing the way you move, you can change the way you feel and the way the world responds to you. The practice of gratitude. Shifting your energy. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. Melody Beatty. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for shifting your energy and transforming your reality. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you align yourself with the frequency of abundance and attract more of it into your life. Here's a simple gratitude practice to incorporate into your daily routine. 1. Morning gratitude. Upon waking, write down 3 things you are grateful for. Write them as if your life were already perfect. 1. I am so grateful for my thriving career and financial abundance. 2. I am deeply grateful for the love and support of my family and friends. 3. I am thankful for my vibrant health and boundless energy. 2. Daily redirection. Throughout the day, whenever a negative thought arises, redirect it to something positive. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, I'm so stressed, shift to, I am grateful for the opportunity to grow and learn from this challenge. 3. Evening visualization. Before sleeping, take a few moments to visualize your ideal future as if it has already happened. Feel the emotions associated with that reality. Joy, gratitude, fulfillment. As Oprah Winfrey once said, be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. Gratitude is not just a feeling. It's a practice, a way of being that transforms your energy and your reality. The ripple effect, small shifts, big changes. The butterfly effect is the idea that small things can have nonlinear impacts on a complex system. James Gleick, when you commit to these small shifts, changing your language, aligning your body, practicing gratitude, you set off a ripple effect that transforms everything around you. It's like dropping a pebble into a pond. The initial splash may seem small, but the ripples extend far beyond what you can see. If you commit to these practices for just 7 days, you will start to notice changes. You'll feel lighter, more confident, and more in tune with the flow of life. Opportunities will begin to appear. Relationships will improve, and you'll start to see yourself and your reality in a whole new light. As the ancient Chinese proverb says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your transformation doesn't require a giant leap. It begins with small, consistent steps. Conclusion: the power of small shifts. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle: the power to transform your life lies in the small shifts you make each day. By changing your language, aligning your body, and practicing gratitude, you create a new reality, one thought, one word, one action at a time. Remember, the universe responds to your energy. When you shift your energy, you shift your reality. And when you commit to these small shifts, you set in motion a transformation that is nothing short of miraculous. So start today, take one small step, and watch as your life begins to change in ways you never thought possible. Little by little, one travels far. J.R.R. Tolkien. Chapter 5. Knowledge without action changes nothing. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Understanding the principles of conscious creation, the power of thought, and the science of transformation is only the first step. Knowledge, no matter how profound, is meaningless without action. Many people spend years consuming books, attending seminars and gathering information, but they never take the crucial step of applying what they've learned. They remain stuck in the cycle of knowing without doing, wondering why their lives never change. The real secret to life-changing success isn't knowing more, it's doing more. It's taking what you've learned and putting it into practice, one small step at a time. As Tony Robbins famously said, the path to success is to take massive, determined action. The power of action. Turning knowledge into reality. An ounce of action is worth a ton of theory. Friedrich Engels. Knowledge is like a seed. It has the potential to grow into something extraordinary, but it will remain dormant unless you plant it, water it, and nurture it. Action is the soil, the sunlight, and the rain that brings its seed to life. Consider this. A simple change in how you wake up can shift your mood, which affects your actions, which influences your opportunities, which transforms your reality. For example, instead of reaching for your phone and scrolling through social media first thing in the morning, try this. 1. Morning ritual. Start your day with a moment of gratitude. Sit quietly, take a few deep breaths, and think of 3 things you're grateful for. 2. Affirmations. Speak or write affirmations that align with the reality you want to create. Today is filled with opportunities. I am capable, confident, and ready to succeed. 3. Movement. Stretch, move your body, or go for a short walk. Physical activity boosts your energy and sets a positive tone for the day. As Wayne Dyer once said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. By taking small, intentional actions each day, you shift your perspective, your energy, and ultimately your reality. The trap of overthinking. Paralysis by analysis. Action cures fear. David J. Schwartz. One of the biggest obstacles to taking action is overthinking. We analyze, strategize, and plan, but we never actually do. We convince ourselves that we need more information, more preparation, or more certainty before we can take the first step. But the truth is, you will never have all the answers. You will never feel completely ready. As Shia LaBeouf famously and passionately declared, just do it. Action is the antidote to fear, doubt, and procrastination. When you take action, you break the cycle of overthinking and create momentum. Even if the action is small, it sets the wheels in motion and opens a door to new possibilities. The compound effect. Small actions, big results. Success is a sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Robert Collier. The power of action lies in its cumulative effect. Small, consistent actions may seem insignificant at first, but over time, they compound into extraordinary results. This is the principle behind the compound effect, as popularized by Darren Hardy. For example, 1. Writing 1 page a day leads to a book in a year. 2. Saving 10 Adagrosento 10 Adagrosento 3. $6.50 in a year. 3. Practicing gratitude daily transforms your mindset and attracts more abundance. The key is consistency. As James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, explains, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. By creating systems and habits that support your goals, you ensure that your actions align with your desires. The courage to begin, taking the first step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Lao Tzu. The hardest part of any journey is taking the first step. It requires courage, commitment, and a willingness to step into the unknown. But once you take that step, the path becomes clearer and the momentum builds. Ask yourself, what is one small action you can take today to move closer to your goals? It doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. It could be as simple as 1. Writing down your vision for the future. 2. Reaching out to someone who inspires you. 3. Taking 10 minutes to meditate or visualize your success. As Martin Luther King Jr. once said, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Trust that each step you take will lead you closer to the life you desire. The reality you choose, a call to action. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Jim Rohn, the journey doesn't end here. It's just beginning. The principles you've learned, the power of thought, the science of conscious creation, the importance of small shifts, are tools, but they are useless unless you use them. The next step is already waiting for you. Will you take it? So the question is, what reality are you choosing to see? Are you choosing to see a world of limitation and lack, or a world of abundance and possibility? Are you choosing to stay stuck in the comfort of inaction, or are you ready to step into the discomfort of growth? As Maya Angelou wisely said, nothing will work unless you do. The power to transform your life is in your hands. The knowledge is yours. The tools are yours. The choice is yours. Conclusion: the time for action is now. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Chinese proverb: knowledge without action changes nothing. Inspiration without implementation leads to stagnation. The time for action is not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. It's now. Take one small step today. Then take another tomorrow. And another the day after that. Each step you take brings you closer to the life you've always dreamed of. As the great philosopher Aristotle once said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Make action your habit. Make transformation your way of life. The journey is yours to create. The first step is yours to take. Do not wait. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand and work with whatever tools you may have at your command, and better tools will be found as you go along. Napoleon Hill,